Why, hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 150 of the Sensible Sociopath Podcast.
Yay!
We made it, guys. We can quit now.
Sweet.
So we have a really special show for you today. We're going to have a party, and we're glad you're all here to join us. If you are live in the chat, please shout out to us. We will shout you out on the internet, which is worth a lot of money these days. And you can join us in our party. We're having pizza if you all want to order along with us. It'll get here, I'd say 30 minutes or less, right, guys?
Yeah, yeah, generally. Yep.
I'm Stephen Paul. That's Superfan Dan.
Hey.
We have Romerica Rifkin, our lovely producer.
Hi, guys. And
we have a blast from our past. One of probably one of the most beloved characters that has shown up on our show. It is the star of most of the episodes between 1 and 31 of the Sensible Sociopath Podcast. So if you love Brian, you should go back and watch some of those episodes. This is Brian. Brian.
Hey, everybody.
L.
That's it.
Yep.
Brian L.
Brian L. Richie.
Brian
L. Richie.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello to you.
Is it me you're looking for? Brian L. Richie.
I don't know. Maybe.
Lionel
It
Richie
could be.
song. Remember the blind when he was blind, and then that chick made that head of his, and it looks like, I don't know. It looks like he has some kind of gigantism.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Well, I mean, Hello's music video. It's quite popular.
It was always amazing how he could play the piano and he's totally blind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to sign into the chat, and that password he gave me is not working.
Roma. Where'd the thing go? Oh, there it is. Anybody can talk if they feel like it.
While we're doing that,
So I brought out the good stuff for tonight. We got the Jefferson's Ocean. So I'm pretty excited about that because we haven't had it since we've had it.
That's very true. It has been since the last time that we had it. I am going to start with you, Romerica.
They can talk if they feel like it.
While we're...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Brian.
Thank you.
We're very glad Brian could show up today for our party. And we were thinking about playing a game or doing something like that, but Brian, I don't know. I didn't want to just distract with a game the first time that Brian comes back, but I did want us to compare two pieces of pizza, two exact replicas of each other, because I was talking about flying pie. Do you like flying pie, Brian?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, it's okay. I think the managership has gone through some changes, in the past, and I think I've caught them at bad times. So like where you get, it's an infamous story from this podcast, but where I was served breadsticks and the breadsticks were warm and the sauce was cold, and it was pretty much just.
It's like they do use tomato paste.
Tomato paste, yeah.
I don't even think there's salt in it or anything.
Nope.
It's just tomato paste.
And
it's weird.
I feel like that was a really bad thing for me to have to endure as a human being with rights.
I prefer to have warm, salty taste in my mouth instead of the cold.
Yeah.
What about you, Roma?
I mean, it depends on what we're talking about, I suppose.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I wouldn't want warm, salty bourbon.
No, that wouldn't be good.
I mean, gravy's fine.
I was talking to somebody about this bourbon, and so the gimmick is that they age it in barrels on a ship, and then like they travel a route, and each batch or whatever does a different route, I guess. But and I'm like, okay, like so, but apparently because it's on a ship, the barrels are sloshing around. And so it's supposed to kind of mix in the woods that it's being aged in and the barrels more, and so to be more flavorful.
I think it's quite tasty.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's also another company who's doing the same thing, only they're doing it in like giant trucks. What do you call those things?
Oh, like tanker trucks?
Not tanker trucks.
Dump trucks?
No, just
Fire
like,
trucks?
Cement mixer.
no, the trucks that
mixer.
go
Yeah.
down the
Yeah.
road and deliver things.
Garbage truck?
Oh my god. Anyways,
Amazon truck?
so somebody's like, "Yeah, I tried it. It tastes like shit," and somebody's like, "Yeah, it probably tastes like diesel."
It's a
Oh.
from a roto-rooter truck.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I put mine in an airplane. It doesn't fly anymore.
A semi truck. A semi truck.
Okay. Well,
But you think about it, it's like, yeah, it's going to be behind diesel fumes the entire time.
probably. I mean, you'd hope
Literally.
they would have. I mean, is it just
Accounted for
open
that.
to the air?
No,
Or
I'm
is
sure.
it just really sloshing out and it's like
Yeah.
dousing kids that are in a crosswalk, you know?
All that was left was a cup full by the time we got to our destination.
Exactly. But that's an expensive cup of whiskey.
It is over $200.
Yes, 250 with inflation.
So Margot says hi all. Steve S says hi all. Congrats on episode 150. Kat says he's back. Margot says welcome back, Brian. And
Thank you.
Stephanie says try ABC 123.
I think she's
For the
talking about
password,
the password.
yeah.
Yeah. Ron, will you pot down your mic just a tiny?
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
It's actually lower than everybody else's.
Well, it's hotter though.
Yeah, your mom.
All right. Shout out to my moms.
So how do we want to do this? Do we want to start with pizza? Do we want to start with the story about Brian's first girlfriend?
Oh, Brian's first girlfriend.
Yeah.
Let's do that one. It stokes my
coffee.
appetite.
Well, she wasn't my first girlfriend. My first girlfriend was when I was 6.
Lady Liberty.
And she was my babysitter.
Oh,
Okay.
That's a completely different story.
holy cow. Sounds like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, first date.
Second girlfriend.
No, this is probably like 200 and some girlfriend.
Okay.
Girl in. Okay.
So, I'm over at her house.
You were in a band though, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we go out, we get back to her place. We're having a pretty good time. And she goes, "Can you do me a favor?" I'm like, "Sure." She goes, "Would you go take a shower?" I'm like, "Sure." So, I mean, it's kind of weird for a first date to go take a shower, but I
Yeah.
thought, hey, it's starting off pretty good.
And are you in her
House.
or
House.
her parents' house?
No, I was in her house.
Okay. I just don't know.
So
I don't know what kind of band you were in.
we go out and I take a shower, come back, getting a little bit busy. And she goes, "Can you do me another favor?" And I'm thinking, for God's sake, I already took a shower. What more do you want from me? You want me to go shave?
Yeah.
Anyway, she goes, "Can you go out in my car and behind the driver's seat, there's this little yellow suitcase.
Oh,
Can you
boy.
go get it for me?"
Oh, boy.
And I was like, that's kind of weird. So I go out, bring in this little metal, little travel type size suitcase, bring it in. She's got a little key. She unlocks it.
Oh, my God.
She opens it. And there's
It's a
like,
strap on.
no, but
I was
that,
going to say Mary Kay. And she tries to sell him it.
no, she was selling zesty candles. No,
Oh.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
well, she should have been because there was everything in that little suitcase other than a strap-on dildo.
Oh,
And I was like,
boy.
Yeah.
This is
Brian's all, yeah. He's trying to open it on the way in. He's like, she has to get the key.
So-
you know?
so.
He's so upset.
She was pretty crazy because after we got done with all the toys in the suitcase,
Oh, my God.
she said,
Wait,
If-
what kind of toys were in the suitcase? We never established that. Everything except a strap-on dildo?
well, there was these beads, and then there's this like butt plug that was kind of shaped like a pyramid. Then it got wide, then it got narrow again. And then it had this big like
Oh, you mean
base
like
plate.
you mean like a butt plug?
Yeah. Well, that's where it went. Um,
I'm afraid to ask where.
we got done trying all the things in the suitcase, and she still wasn't done. And
Okay.
so she goes, "Can you do me another favor?" I'm like, "I've already done you like 30 of them, but what would you like?" She goes, "Go out into the kitchen, go through the kitchen, bring back whatever you want."
Oh.
So I went out in the kitchen, brought back a bunch of stuff, and wow, I'm I'm pretty handy in the kitchen.
Was this like food stuff or?
No, it was like utensils,
So you were
Oh.
pretty skilled with a potato peeler, I take it.
potato peeler,
Oh, God.
wooden spoon, spatula,
So the
Wow.
toys weren't enough.
The meat cleaver.
the meat tenderizer.
Tenderizer.
Yeah. Well, I said cleaver. I meant it.
Brought in like a half a liter of olive oil.
Now, were all the stuff in there, because you can either get, as I call them, analog sex toys, or you can get the digitized version where you have to add batteries and things to them.
Oh no, these were all manual,
Okay.
which
okay.
means I
You
powered
had to
them.
work hard.
I had to work
yeah,
hard.
I mean, you
Yeah.
figure if this was one of his earlier girlfriends, this was probably before you had like battery operated. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess there was
Before
probably
they could
some, but-
harness the power of the flashing lights in the sky.
Yeah, this is back in the 1960s. Roland.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
so I'm well preserved. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, but it was she was pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's not normal for that time period. I don't think like
No,
Yeah.
women were not that adventurous, and they definitely weren't open about it on a first date.
Yeah.
oh, she really was.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I forgot this was a first date. I thought it
was
was
a
like
first
a
date.
first encounter, like a first, because like you'll meet somebody and then you'll pay them some money and you'll go in a room. But actually, you know what? I've got something about that too. So
Just remember your sister's here.
yeah, no worries. She doesn't care.
No.
Yep.
You're not in the story.
That's right. Exactly.
I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
not.
Clean this up.
That would get really weird really
Yeah.
fast.
No. So she's giving me a ride, right?
Who's that?
Roma.
She not no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
okay.
No, it's not actually about me. But it's kind of similar in a way that it's not similar at all, really. But what happened was my girlfriend Mallory got a gift card for a free, or it was for a massage
A couple
place.
massage.
No, just a single
Oh,
person.
okay.
Yeah, nope, didn't invite me. But so she takes it to this place that's it's called Massage Envy. It's a place in town here, and she was a member like for 10 years at one point in her life, because basically what they do is they have you come in, and then I think it was like $70 to get your massage, but they would take off like 10 or $20 if you signed up for
A subscription.
a membership. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mal says hi.
Oh, hello, Mal.
Maltese
I was
Falcon.
just talking about you.
Did it start with a table shower?
Absolutely. Yes. Yep.
Those are so
And then-
weird.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So she was signed up back in the day, and then they take these repeated payments off. So what she didn't know when she first got the membership, though, was that if you cancel the membership, they will charge you for each of the ones for the year. So it's basically like you're just paying off the year membership in installments. So you owe the complete year
Oh.
Oof.
if you try to get out of there. Now, I guess the place was fine back in the day, but nowadays it's gone the way of flying pie. And so the management isn't as good anymore, and so they're basically just using the same tricks to kind of. She called me, and the first thing she said on the phone, she's like, "What's the definition of a racket?" And I'm like, "Well, in badminton, it's a baton with a net on it, and it highly taut the birdie, the shuttlecock." No, I didn't go that deep, but I was like, well, it's a large amount of noise, a clamor, or it's a kind of an illegal sort of operation where you don't provide what you promise, and you're taking the money and not delivering, I guess. She's like, yeah, that's the one. So so we
I like
started
how you
talking.
would use the word clamor.
Yeah, it's a racket. Anyways, she takes the card in, she has her gift card, she takes it in, she gets the massage, and like I said, it was $70 for a non-member massage. And so she went in there for that, and they, when she's checking out, she's just like, they're like, how much do you want to tip? She's like, oh, just, $10 on a, $60 massage, or $60 or $70 massage. She's like, that should be fine. And the person went like, oh, okay, I guess. And then they said, okay, so the massages are $130 and that gift card is only worth, 60 or 70, which it was purchased for back when it was purchased. And so now you owe us, $60 or $70 with the including the $10 tip.
$130 for massage?
Yep.
What in the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it's that same thing where then they just try to try to coax you into being a member by, with the same tactics.
But you'll get the discount if you
$10.
sign up. We'll just take off that $10.
Yes.
You still owe us like $120.
Or
sound good?
Yeah. Well, you still have to pay less, but then you owe us,
For an entire year.
$1,200 on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy.
Holy cow.
Or actually way more than $1,200. It'd be like $2,000.
Nothing like Brian's story.
She didn't get no happy ending or nothing, man. That's terrible.
Yeah. It's a racket.
Yeah. Mal says it's a damn racket.
There you go. Exactly. Yep.
Not just a racket, but a damn racket.
Yeah. Yeah. She didn't pay that. She basically was like, I'm going to pay you $10. And that's what's happening
Nice.
now.
Good for Mal.
Yeah. So, which is good. That's the way you should react.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You should not be making $130 an hour giving a massage. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't have a fucking doctorate. You're not performing surgery. That is ridiculous.
Well, and it's a very, I think it's one of those kind of clinical environments, where there's, it's just not, to me, I don't like that type of a massage. I prefer the other ones,
Don't look at me when you say that.
Yeah. I want their hands to be wet every time before they even start massaging me,
Mal says, I said, listen here, Michaela, I already got the damn massage. I'm leaving this $10 bill right here, and you do whatever you have to do to make it balance out on your end.
Yep.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Mal's, she's
down ass bitch.
Yeah. Yep. She's ride or die. So
That's
Mal,
amazing.
You did a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So boo to you, massage envy.
Agreed. Brian, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Now that he's retired, are you what are you going to do for work? I mean, Bruce is out the game. Like what's going on now?
I don't know. Yeah, you heard that I used to stunt
I
double
did.
for many years.
I did.
Well, Bruce is, you got to kind of feel sorry for him because he's got some medical issues going on and
expressive aphasia, I think
something like that. Yeah. And, but yeah, I've been trying to be a male gigolo.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
Well, I'm here.
Trying to drum up business.
Yeah.
You're like, I got to get
Can
on
you put my
video
number
platforms.
up there? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I haven't been really busy. But Demi keeps on calling me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Novato?
She inviting you up to Sun Valley still, or?
Well, it's really outside Ketchum. I'm not going to give their address because I'd probably get in legal hot water for that. But
yeah,
things I had to do to her. I mean, for Bruce was just bad.
Did she have a yellow box with a lock on it?
No, she
nice
didn't.
callback, Roma.
But, yeah, that is. But my favorite game to play was G.I. Jane.
That's where she'd cut your belt off and push you over a box.
Mm-hmm.
A yellow box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good memories.
Yeah.
But thanks for asking, Dan.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So we have two different types of pizza today. One is the, and they're basically the same thing. So we got a little sampling to compare. So I just wanted to compare the slices. You might not want to hand that one out, Dan. Do you know what it is?
I do now.
Okay. Yeah, you might want to watch your hands.
I will.
So I was saying that they didn't get it right. The sauce, the cheese, the bread, the dough. And I believe I boasted that like Little Caesar's Extra Most Bestest was probably a better pizza. So now we can compare the two. And so Dan is handing out pizza, sort of. The
You want me to run with the Little Caesars first?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, unless you want to start with that, go for it.
No, I don't want to start with that.
All right.
If we start with that, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be able to taste the Little
Yeah.
Caesars.
So, yeah, just hand out any one of them. There's cheese, there's pepperoni, whatever you like.
I like cheese.
We splurged for the party, and we don't have enough room in the
All
thing
right,
today.
Hold on.
Dan, just hand me a piece of pizza, please.
Quit
I'm
fucking
working.
around, Dan.
Dan
By
is
the way,
fucking around hard.
I
He's
just-
nervous because Brian's here.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. He's
Yeah.
a little starstruck.
Yep.
True.
Thank you,
Are
Dan.
you a little starstruck, Dan?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's cute.
Cheese?
Oh, thank you.
It is
Can you hand
Dan's
feed it
favorite
to me, Dan?
podcast.
Yes, I will. Do you want it like a bird or?
Well, I would. Yeah, Mama bird it to me.
You got it. I will get on top of that.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, the I don't know, the Little Caesars Extra Asbestos for it now it's $6.99
Oh,
$6.99?
because it's Biden's America. You know,
Mm.
Ridiculous.
it's pretty good. You know, not bad. Everything's okay.
For $7, it's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if a twice as expensive pizza is twice as good.
Right.
You know, so your dollar investment it starts diminishing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a diminishing return. How do you like the whiskey?
It is good.
They speak highly of it.
It's
Mhm.
very good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
hmm If you'd like a soda, Dan, Romerica, anybody?
I still got some.
Excellent.
I'm good, thank you.
Yay, pizza parties.
Pizza party. Woo.
Yeah,
So are these the one that they have pre-made?
they do. I ordered these fresh though, but they also had to sit in our warmer here, so I guess it wouldn't really matter which warmer it was, because we have a pizza warmer at the studio.
When I get pizza, I always like to order it with extra sauce.
Mhm.
I don't
Way to do
always
it.
remember to do it.
It's the way to do it.
So you like extra sauce?
I get extra saucy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's I have had too much sauce on a pizza though before too.
Not possible.
All right. Yeah, I think it was a Domino's pizza, and I got it on the really thin crust with extra sauce, and so
Okay.
that was
Too much. I could see that. Yeah.
Mhm. I am rolling. Did I have my insulin pump? Last week?
You
You talked about it.
Yeah. So I have an insulin pump now, and it's called the Omnipod, and so it basically connects to my insulin or to my continuous glucose monitor, CGM.
Mm-hmm.
And it allows me to it monitors, or the CGM monitors my blood sugar, and then it kind of like adjusts the rate of my insulin.
So are you a cyborg now?
Pretty much. I mean,
That's really weird because I have a pump too.
oh yeah,
It's fairly new.
okay. Was
It's-
it in a yellow box?
Yeah, I
No.
feel like
Is
No.
it a-
No, it's not. It's not sexual at all. It's just like what you have. It's a penile pump,
Oh,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wearing it right now. Actually,
You seem, you seem different. I
Uh,
was,
do I look taller?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Well, I have to lay down
Yeah.
for you to be able to notice if I'm taller or
Exactly.
not.
oh my god.
yeah.
But
Well, that's nice.
Congratulations, Brian.
I can
Mhm.
show everybody if you'd like.
I mean, you don't
Or-
have to.
Well, let's have the pizza party
Okay.
first. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how we feel about it after.
Food first. Have a little
Yeah.
bourbon.
Dessert after pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
But I got it on Amazon.
you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
how does it work? Is it good?
Is it Dr. Wang's penis pump?
Well, I've been wearing it for 2 days. I don't know if you're supposed to take it off or not.
Okay.
So when I was taking a shower, it got a little bit scary there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What color is your penis now?
It's the color of an eggplant that is ready to be eaten.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
there you
right.
go.
A
all
deep
right.
purple.
Aubergine, they call that.
Yeah.
Aubergine? Is that a color?
But you know what? It's working because it's very large.
Mhm. It's getting
very
bigger.
purple.
Mhm.
I haven't had to urinate for 2 days.
Mhm.
So that's a plus.
Yeah.
That
it
wasn't
just-
even advertised. That's a side benefit right there.
It got so big that it just cracked down the one side. Like, and then, ants came out of it.
It's cute.
Oh my goodness.
I'm scared.
What? There's nothing wrong with it. It's nature.
It's
It is. It's natural.
Natural. Yeah.
It's natural.
Yeah.
Organic.
Exactly. So how's everybody enjoying their pizza? Is
It's
it
good.
is it delicious?
But for $7, it's delicious.
Yeah, I would agree. Now I don't know if the crazy bread's quite as good as it was,
Okay.
but you will get warm sauce, and
Thank
it is
God.
seasoned. Yeah.
Thank God.
I remember in elementary school, they actually, before Little Caesars decided to take a hiatus, they used to sell like crazy bread at school, along with like popcorn and like popcorn.
Like Little
Thursdays.
Caesars crazy bread?
Yeah,
But
Okay.
then the school shootings started and couldn't
Yes.
have crazy bread anymore.
it was
Yeah.
that Columbine just
Yep.
took it away.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dylan Roof.
I
Is
have
that his
no
name?
idea. They used to do like the big pans of pizza, and they would cut them into squares, or rectangles, kind of like Elio's pizza.
Mhm.
That's totally an East Coast thing.
Oh yeah.
I listened to Small Town Murder, and they they brought up, so the one guy's a stoner, and he brings up Elio's pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just like, it's the best junk pizza ever.
Well, I think we had it quite a bit. I don't remember exactly what it was.
That's
though.
because you were a stoner.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, it's 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, before that too.
I used to smoke some weed before school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that used to be a thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was I should be honest. It was only in my senior year.
Okay.
Well, my 3 years of my senior year,
Yeah.
every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I'd have to get on the bus, start the bus, go pick up the kids, take them to school. Yeah, it was a real bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost spilled my drink when you pulled me over there, officer. I gotta
What's
get
the
these kids
problem?
to school.
Let's go. Turn on your lights there, Barney. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I got an escort today. Fantastic.
Why is he behind me instead of in front?
You're supposed to go around.
You know how they say that you don't always get high the first time you smoke weed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That totally happened to me. So I remember smoking weed for the first time. It was probably I think I had attempted to smoke weed multiple times, but like, I remember one time in particular, it's like, we're smoking weed. Like, this is a thing. And, like I only took a couple drags, but later on in my weed smoking career, you take one drag and you start to feel it. You start to get that head high. But I just remember like smoking it and just not getting high. And I'd smoked cigarettes at that point. Like I knew how to inhale. In
Mhm.
fact, I had an inhaler forever too. So like I know how to inhale into my lungs. It's not like I was just pulling it into my mouth and I just didn't get stoned.
What's that?
And then one day
I didn't hear what you just said.
about inhaling,
Yeah.
pulling it into my mouth. Is that?
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to hear that again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry, Brian.
Sorry. Are we on the air?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
As well, Romerica, you are frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, I am dumb.
Right in
Not
the
a
middle.
bad
Right in the
look,
middle
though.
of a story isn't the greatest time to point that out.
But
Yeah.
but anyways,
I'll tell the rest of the story. So, so Roma was, making sure that she was smoking,
Properly.
bringing it into her
Mhm.
lungs, and so the only way she could do that is by taking a small animal. In this case, it was a wombat, because she was volunteering at the zoo.
Mm.
Yeah,
true story
She was a dental assistant
at the
and-
zoo
Yeah.
for snakes with the fangs.
Yep. Romo died. But those snakes had the whitest smiles. And it
I
really
was just that good.
yeah, it really starts paying off when you can look into the unblinking eye of your of your patient and just see that if you didn't let go of their head, they would bite the shit out of you. Yeah.
Or
That's-
spit.
Yeah.
It's a
that's
spitting
true.
cobra.
Yeah.
Am I back? I'm back. Hi guys.
Oh yeah. Not great, but you're back. And that's all we can do.
Yeah, I'm
So-
okay with it.
That was a great story, Roma. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the end of the story is that so I just thought like smoking pot was just this like whatever thing, and then one day I got really fucking stoned before school, and
Yeah.
it was like I remember the point that I realized I was high was that I was with a friend, and all of a sudden I realized I was laughing, and I had been laughing, and I didn't know what I was laughing about, but
Mhm.
it was just this like hearty laugh, and I'm just like, ha ha, just laughing and laughing. And then I'm like, why am I laughing? I didn't even know I was laughing.
Yeah.
And then I recalled the fact that I had been laughing. And yeah, it was and also, I remember at the same time, like, I had lost my sense of hearing. My brain apparently was not connecting my ears to like cognitive abilities to be able to recognize what was being said. So somebody would say something and I couldn't hear it. It was very bizarre. I mean, later on in my pot smoking career, that didn't happen anymore. But I was just so high that
Yeah.
it was very interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got high the first time I tried it.
I don't think I did, but I do know that I had a pretty big faux pas. We were smoking out of an inhaler that was made into a pipe.
I used to do that all the time.
Little tin foil bowl and the dirt.
Was that with me? Because I swear that was with me.
If it was, you had to have been at that exact same party as Garrett Kabatia, Nate.
That was me.
My brother.
That was me.
And I remember because we were all hanging out, and then they're like, "Here, give this a try." And so I did, and they're like, "No, be careful, because that's."
Did you blow into it?
No, I coughed up the bowl. Like I took a hit, and then as soon as I did, I coughed, and it just went everywhere.
Yep.
And then I drank a whole bunch of tequila and an entire back when it existed here, a big gulp of flat 7-Up.
Okay.
It was awesome.
So I was the only one in that group, as far as I was aware, that had an inhaler.
Josh did too.
It was probably,
Josh did?
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee that I was there, and likely it was mine.
Yeah, no, I fully believe that. It was a pretty wild party, to
That's
say
funny.
the least.
Where was it at?
That's a damn good question. I was just hanging out with Josh and Nate, and we just went to a party, and they were like, "Hey, Daniel, first party. It was awesome." And yeah, that was a pretty wild night.
Yeah, I definitely got. I'm pretty sure I got high my first time, or I probably wouldn't have kept going. I don't think I smoked a ton, but actually, you know what? I think I tried pot when I was young, though. So maybe that one, but I don't think I got high then. So I was just like, this is dumb.
Yeah, I tried when I was young too, but I think you're probably scared to inhale.
I don't know, because back in the old days, I was taking like leaves and shit and taking brown paper bags and rolling up like cigars with them.
I was part of that.
Yeah. And then like we'd have people yell at us like because we were burning stuff, making smoke. So,
yeah, that was totally a thing.
Yeah. So I
had a little.
I wanted to smoke.
Yeah, I had a tin that we would put it in. I don't know why you would do that.
The cigar tobacco stuff?
Yeah, the dried grass.
Yeah, it was dried grass or different types of leaves. I mean, I probably should be dead
Mm-hmm.
because I probably should have inhaled something, toxic. But
Oh yeah, you probably got some pesticides in there somewhere.
I would think.
You got superhuman powers.
I hope
now.
so.
Probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's why
Plant boy.
maybe that's why you're immune
Yeah.
to all STDs, man.
That's probably true. Yeah. I mean, I hope.
Mal says, my high school had Domino's for sale at lunchtime before the school shootings, RIP.
Yeah.
I remember when we went to a private school, they would do, I think it was Domino's, like, I don't know. They would have pizza day. So it was probably like, I would imagine it's once a month or once every other week or something. And I remember my first quote unquote boyfriend, this was probably like first grade, was allergic to tomatoes, like severely allergic.
Oh, no.
Bobby Leiden. And he was super awkward. Looking back on it, he was the gangliest, most awkward boy ever. But kind of almost like a mix between, so we were young, obviously. So it was almost like a Macaulay Culkin adult version in a child's body.
Hmm.
So you know how Macaulay Culkin got really awkward?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it was like that as a child. So
Kind of heroin-y looking.
yeah, but he was super allergic to tomatoes, and so he couldn't have ketchup, he couldn't have pizza. So we'd have like pizza days, and he was not eating it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bobby Leiden.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He's died of heroin, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the fourth grade.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, exactly. He was on the smack back then, Roma. You're lucky you got out.
Chasing the dragon.
Roma's like, if he doesn't eat pizza, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just finally caught the dragon, I suppose.
My current boyfriend doesn't eat bacon.
Really?
Yeah. He quote unquote doesn't like the aftertaste.
He don't dig on swine, huh?
No, he does. He loves ham. Ham, he's all for, but Mountie says fuck Bobby. I mean, I was a little too young for that, but
Yeah. Well, Bobby with an I.
that was a why.
Oh, okay.
And I remember too, we had a teacher, and she refused to call him Bobby because Bobby was a kid's name or something, and she insisted upon calling him Robert.
Oh, all right. What? How old were you? First
This
grade?
is probably first grade.
Bobby seems appropriate for that age.
First
Yeah,
grade.
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
totally
If-
appropriate.
If you're a small child or a porn star, Bobby is,
Margot says, I remember Bobby Lydon. So, Mom, do you remember dropping me off at the, we went to go see a movie, and she dropped us off and then picked us up after the movie. And she picked us up like immediately after the movie ended. And I was like, Mom, why'd you pick us up so early? We could have like hung out. And she's like, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was like,
yeah.
You
I didn't
know?
know it was like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever
This is
kissed
Bobby
or anything.
fucking Lydon,
Yeah.
Mom. I don't know if you know.
I don't know that we ever kissed
Yeah.
or anything. She goes, Margot knows.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some of that Wetzel pretzel inside Bobby Lydon, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spit in my own
I
hands.
don't even know if we ever held
Me and
hands
Bobby
or
Lydon are
anything.
going to go ride the escalator together, front to back. You know what I'm saying? One of
I
us
have-
going up, one of us going down. We're going to land in a scissor kick between our pelvises. Just Bobby Lydon and me, Mom.
I was going to say, I don't even know what that means, but you painted a pretty good picture. So.
Yeah. We're going to go to Beachcomber Collectibles. We're going to lay on top of the bargain magazines. The ones that they put for clearance because nobody wants them.
Margot says, laugh out loud. I don't remember.
I do think the escalator going up and down, that is a pretty good move.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
I never thought about that before.
Mm-hmm. You could have that.
You'd have to be careful that you didn't get one of your butt cheeks on the opposite one, or else it'd be bad.
Yeah. Or if you know what you could do? This is what I do. So, I'm kind of a dom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that means,
Oh, I do.
Brian?
Yeah, his girlfriend does.
Yeah. Yeah. It means I bend over and take it.
I was taught.
Yeah, exactly. It means I put myself in the stirrups.
Do I unzip or zip it? Unzip or zip?
Turn in the gip.
Yeah. Wake him up. But I'm kind of a dom, so what I do is I get ankle shackles, right? And then those are on either side of the handrail for it, and you bolt it to the one going the opposite direction, and then you make them straddle it.
Oh boy,
Oh,
there
that
you
doesn't
go.
sound good at
Yeah.
all.
Yep, and you don't even put any hand sanitizer on the handrail. Whatever happens.
Just going wild.
Yep.
Mount T says, "Oh my God, LOL."
Yeah, Beachcomber Collectibles. It was a really good place that our brother Joe. We were in. I think it was Dad, me, and him, and we went to go look around the presentation case, and then Joe just flipped out because he couldn't find, we were just on the other side of the thing, but he just couldn't see us. It's like,
I lost my family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this
That's
on the
funny.
boardwalk?
Nope, it was in the Shore Mall. The one right by the movie theater.
Okay, I
So-
do not remember that.
It had Boscov's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
It was
I
the
remember
ghetto mall.
the name of the mall, but
That's where I bought my first pair of white and black camouflage pants with the they were like the BDUs or whatever.
Mhm. Cargo
Um,
pants.
Yeah, I was
All the
buying them.
pockets.
If you watch Wu-Tang music videos from back then, you'll see my pants.
so are we going to compare pizzas or?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
I mean, I'm scared.
I mean, yeah, we could try the other pizza first.
What's the
If
other
you want.
pizza?
Dan's raring to go on this one pizza. I don't know why he's fixated on it.
well, yeah. He's
Are,
had
are
that-
you asking for the spicy one, Roma?
Well, I thought that's what we were doing. I
Okay,
don't know.
sure.
I didn't.
So
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, just start handing out pizza. I don't care.
Flying Pie every year when it's in season does oh my God,
Habaneros?
hold on, habanero pizzas.
Yeah.
Mm.
So which one did you get? Do you get
The double.
You got the double.
Yeah, not the
Because
quad.
they do like
Little
a
one?
regular, a double, and a
Thank you.
triple.
Mhm.
Yeah, and a quad. I almost got or I
Oh.
wasn't going to get the quad, but I just thought there was way too much on it.
So all this, and I know it's the same color as cheese, but like
Mhm.
all this orange
Yep.
is habanero peppers.
Yeah, and they have to grind it up. It's been on Man vs. Food before, and they just grind it up in a Robo Coupe, like a Cuisinart,
Yeah,
and
a ninja.
they have to have their own separate one, and then they use the a
Yeah.
different one for everything else.
Yeah.
So that's how legit it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you already took a bite. All right, well,
Here
there
we
we
go.
go.
I need some water.
It already burns.
It is hotter than Hades. Woo!
Did you get anything to wash this down?
Like what?
Milk or
It's
You-
9 million Scoville.
you
It's
asked.
easy.
Do you have water, Roma?
We're just comparing pizza to pizza here. I don't know if you guys.
I have Coke Zero. Oh, I do have water actually.
So one, there's almost no sauce on it whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this definitely got like no sauce.
The
What is
chicken's
this?
good
Is
on
this
it.
chicken and
Little zippy though.
And olives, I guess.
okay?
Yeah. See, I thought this was just a cheese pizza, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst. It's not great.
It's hot, like,
Yeah.
but it's not unbearable. It's not take your breath away.
Brian, did we ever do any spicy stuff with you?
What?
You
I
did
don't think
spicy
so.
ramen.
No, but I put staples in my arm.
Mm-hmm. That was a good episode.
Yeah.
That was almost right around Christmas, I think.
Yep.
Or right before Christmas.
That was Halloween.
Yeah, I was
It
wearing
was
a,
Halloween.
I was wearing a white long sleeve shirt and just put the staples right
That's
through
where
it.
you
so
were-
the blood
You
soaking through it. Yeah.
you came as the old man,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you were creeping everybody out about it.
Why?
I don't know, because I think,
Oh, because of the tongue.
well,
Too much tongue.
so what Brian's a very interesting character in that, so I know your wife as well.
Yes.
And I've always, me and Brian used to work together, and he always has a story. He's mischievous. He's amused. and it's one of the most endearing qualities in a person, I think, to just be mischievous, I guess.
Thank you.
And so I asked his wife, I said, hey, is Brian like this much fun at home that he's just like a total weirdo and makes up stories or tells the truth, whatever.
You can't tell.
No,
Mhm.
yeah, it's completely seamless between like real life and surrealism, with Brian. And you tend to commit to things very well. And one of the things that your wife brought up, she's like, well, we live in a kind of a fairly, small place, and I'll just be there and it'll be like an hour, and I'll go, where's Brian? And then she'll go throughout the house looking for him, only to find him hiding somewhere. And so an hour or an hour and a half after this, she finally finds you, which is just crazy. To just be like, I have no idea if she'll even notice I'm gone. She might think I'm, who knows? But you're just in the dark, probably giggling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, she's just gonna blow her mind. She's gonna be so relaxed, not having anyone bother her. Or maybe you change your game plan at that point. Like after about 2 or 3 hours, though, do you go like, okay, now I'm gonna scare her because she doesn't know I'm in the house?
Well, I have done that before.
Okay.
Hold on. So Maltese says one time with the ankle shackles, and now he's a dom. He's eye roll. Megan or Kirkendickle says, didn't we do the Quentin Tarantino theme?
That was a different one.
That
But
was
yes,
last Halloween.
Last Halloween was the Quentin Tarantino theme.
So, I ate that entire piece of pizza. I'm in pain for sure, but totally tolerable insofar as that it hurts. But
Mhm.
And these might not be particularly spicy ones this year.
Well,
I hurt for sure.
I've had it before, and actually I had a public speaking engagement And they had pizza, and I didn't know it was a habanero pizza. So I went to, so I started eating it, and my nose started running, and my eyes were all watery and stuff.
Yeah, my nose is dripping.
And thankfully, I was just kind of doing this little like host thing, so I was kind of in and out. But I had to still sit in the room, and I just kept eating the hot pizza, because I kind of leaned into
Hey,
it.
Dan.
Yeah.
I can't finish that.
That's cool.
Sorry.
Did you have some?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised.
Well, he took the bite before anybody else.
Oh,
did.
shit.
Yeah. But
No,
Brian's never been one for whimsy.
No. Yeah, you hand it to me, I'm going to eat it.
That's
I won't
fair.
even ask what it is. I just put it in my mouth. That's how I roll.
Say that again.
Mm-hmm.
You just hand it to me and I put it in my mouth.
I just wanted to hear you say that again, Brian.
I just put it in my mouth.
All right. I was just trying to make fun of you from earlier, but like,
Oh, no. I mean, no matter how awkward it is, I put it in my mouth.
that's fair.
Yeah.
You mean like the next day when you're working with the guy?
Can I have a regular piece of pizza so that way my mouth is less burny?
Yes.
I
Is a-
assumed we were going to eat pizza today, and so I didn't eat much.
Except,
So,
yeah, do you have something,
Oh.
Brian?
I wrote a bunch of notes today.
Yeah.
They're topics.
Topics. Okay. We like topics.
Mhm.
That sounds like topics. It sounds like a type of, it sounds like chiclets.
Well,
are they hot topics?
I
Well-
finally get it now.
this one here, that one kind of sucks. So I'm not even going to put that one up for.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up.
That was a GoFundMe page for a poor, unfortunate, young man. Got a single mom,
So, Dan,
Yes, sir.
pick a card, any card,
All right.
except that one there. Yeah, that one. Thank you. Okay.
So what's
Let
on
me
it?
read it.
It'd be funnier if Dan read it because he probably wouldn't be able to read anything. Nope. I think he's got this.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that topic. Sorry. Seriously. Let's just tear those up so they
Okay.
can't be put back in.
So
Okay.
Kirk and Dickles says hurts on the way out. I think they say the beginning of the season is most spicy.
Hurts on the way out?
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking
Am
about?
Am I picking another one?
Yeah,
Yep.
pick-
Not that one? This
That-
one?
yeah,
Okay.
that one. Okay. Any
Now let's
card you
see.
want.
Any card you want.
Oh, okay,
Just not
yeah.
that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Brian.
Topic. New topic.
Yep.
Is there a timer or a little thing you turn over? Or no. Okay. There we go. The border.
Okay.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks.
That's all I got.
Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
Nothing more to that? Okay.
What? Jeez.
I mean, I think Candyland, like there's issues there. Because they've got the licorice place. That guy seems like bad news.
Yeah.
And then there's the gumdrop place, which I think
Yeah.
it seems fine, but also I still don't trust it. I just don't.
What about the gloppy guy? Wasn't there a chocolatey gloppy
I think
guy?
he's
The chocolate
misunderstood.
swamp.
I
Yeah.
think he's
Are
misunderstood,
we talking
honestly.
about the border?
Well, I thought it was racism, really.
Well, I thought we were talking about borders.
We were talking about Borders.
Oh,
so
no,
she
no.
was talking about Borders of Candyland.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read what I had after that. The border.
The border.
What's the difference between fishing and coming into the United States? The border.
All right.
Go.
You mean like if someone was on
Okay, and,
one side?
Obviously, you don't know.
Okay.
So let me educate you,
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. We're all
Steve.
about learning. Yep. All of us in the room. Yep.
The difference
Not one in
between
particular.
the border
Sure.
and fishing and crossing into the U.S. Well, if you fish without a license,
Mm-hmm.
you can be fined and possibly arrested.
Okay.
If you cross into the United States
Mhm.
illegally, you get government assistance, water, food, Medicare,
Mm-hmm.
and you also get a voter registration slip.
Oh,
That's nice.
that
Yeah,
is nice.
That's the difference.
That's
Yeah.
courteous.
And did you ever think that you'd live in a country where you could actually get fined and arrested for fishing without a license, but it's okay to illegally come into the country,
Well,
and it's fine.
Well,
they're refugees. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
What?
it's, you know,
bad
yeah,
stuff.
Well,
yeah. There's
But
like,
you know what? Here's my question:
Mhm.
if an illegal immigrant fished without a license, would they get fined?
well,
that's a good question.
That's what I
And-
want to know.
I want to know if you're meant to be American, you would have been born in America.
yeah.
Seriously.
You know, that
They-
makes a lot of sense.
No, seriously, it does.
Yeah.
If you were meant to be American, God would have made you be born in America.
Yeah.
Says the guy who's only here 2 generations down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
His family came from Argentina.
Okay. So I'm a native. I've been here a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay.
It's 60, 70
Yeah.
years?
Brian is Hispanic. He was born in
he
Argentina.
was having sex in the 60s, so it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was several months after his family came from Germany after, you know, in 1945. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I just,
Can you edit that part out or no?
yeah, we'll blur your face. we won't
Halfway through
take
the
out the
show.
content. Yeah, yeah.
Is that,
We'll just blur it those frames of that being said.
is that good?
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
that is a very interesting topic. It's a little heavy. Do you have anything lighter?
Well, let me see.
You know.
I mean, for a 150 pizza party. you
yeah,
know,
we're
like-
talking about butt plugs. We're talking about
Oh, you're gonna
polishing rattlesnake teeth.
you're gonna love this topic. Here, pick one of those two.
Okay.
Anyone you
All
want.
right. All right. You know, I mean, if we're gonna do meet the
Okay.
press,
That one.
you know,
Okay. Bicyclist.
yep,
Oh,
okay.
I'm all about. I think Dan and I have very
Are
strong
we-
opinions.
Are we talking cyclists or people who ride bicycles?
Oh, that's a good question, Dan, because I have. Wow, did you read the card?
No,
Because I put on here.
I have opinions.
I wrote up these notes while I was at work today.
That's fair.
Yes. Bicyclists, there's 2 kinds. There's one is you see somebody on a bike, there's only 2 kinds of bicyclists. One, they're drunk and homeless, or the other type, they are a narcissistic asshole.
Yeah.
drunk and homeless or narcissistic asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know how you can tell the difference?
How?
Spandex.
You did read the fucking card.
Yeah.
didn't you?
Read the
Fuck,
card!
Man.
Dan's been doing some sleight of hand magic. I don't know.
Yes.
Is
But-
this your
but-
card?
I'm sorry, I read it whilst they blurred out your face.
That's all right. You know what, though? I lived overseas for a while.
Okay.
And don't ask me what I was doing overseas.
Mhm.
But,
Not today.
Illegal fishing.
well,
Lee and Perrin's taste tester.
I was. Exactly.
So Worcestershire man.
But I noticed something.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A lot of cyclists, you can tell if they're like serious when they're not riding their bicycle. The back of their car always has a bumper sticker that says "Share the road,"
Yes.
and it's like, I always go, really? I bet when you're on your bicycle,
You
you're
don't-
outside the fucking bicycle lane. You're over
Yes!
past the solid line. You don't get
Yes!
over. And if you're with all your narcissistic clan, you're all dressed in the same spandex
Yeah,
and
it's
everything.
it's a
Yeah.
cult.
Yeah, exactly. You don't care how many cars you're holding up and people trying to pass and make
Nope.
it unsafe. It's like, if you're going to be a cyclist, at least know the laws or try to be respectful of the laws.
Yes.
Because,
Preach it, Brian.
well, I tell you what, when I lived overseas, a lot of third world countries, they don't have this problem that we do with these narcissistic asshole bicyclists, because over there, if you go over into the road or even close to the road, they just run you over.
wow.
So
I
we're-
think we should adopt that, honestly.
oh, seriously, it's I was in Thailand for a while, and if you're walking or a moped rider, which sometimes you see families of 5 or 10 on the same moped,
Yeah.
but they
I don't know
all-
about 10, but I've definitely seen 5.
oh, it's crazy what they can do on a moped. But the thing is, over there they don't have this problem because cars. It's like the rule of
Right away.
evolution. The
Yeah.
biggest has the right
Wins.
of way.
Yep.
And so when they see a big coconut truck or whatever it is, water buffalo truck coming along, they get over to the side, because if they don't get over the side,
They're
they
dead.
fucking get killed.
Yeah.
And we could learn something from them.
I feel
Just
like,
saying.
yes, 100%. So there's a road that I would travel often, and you know what I'm talking about,
I know
Dan?
exactly which road you're talking about.
And it's a hilly road, and it's really curvy. So the cyclists really like to take it and, do their cycling shit, so that way they can train for some race. So they can train for a race where they shut down all the roads downtown, so that way you can't get to work on time, which is a thing. And they send out one flyer to let you know that they're going to shut down the roads between this time and this time, but you don't ever get it because you fucking throw it away because it looks like junk mail. So
Gotcha.
then you're late for work, an hour because anyways. And they're like, well, we told you. And it's like, you sent out junk mail and I didn't fucking look at it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so anyways, you get these cyclists that are quote unquote training. And of course they're better than you because A, they cycle, and B, they have spandex. And sometimes they have those like pointy helmets that
Mhm.
like make them really fast, and they shave their legs and whatever.
They look like sperms.
Dude,
yeah.
it's stupid. And
Colored sperms.
so
Yeah.
they have their own like side lane, and it's pretty wide.
Mhm.
Like it's definitely, you could get 2 cyclists in this side lane, but that's not good enough. They have to cycle either on the line, which still makes you go out into the center lane a little bit because it's just too close.
Mhm.
You're going to hit them with,
Right.
you could potentially hit them with your
Car
side view
door.
mirror or whatever.
Mhm.
Yes. But then they'll have a group of like 4 wide. So they're completely in the lane, and you have to go behind them at 20 miles an hour or slower. Sometimes it's like, if they're on a hill, it could be 10 miles an hour. You're going 10 miles an hour waiting for oncoming traffic to stop so you could go around them. And it could be, you could be behind them for 5-10 minutes while
Yeah.
they're going 10
Yeah.
miles an hour because they're on a hill.
And one of the scariest things of that is when you see this big group, this gaggle of cyclists, all wearing their gang's colors, is almost always near the back or in the middle of the pack. You're going to
There's a
see
woman. Oh,
well,
sorry.
no, well, there are some women. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because they're
Yeah.
all wearing the same
They literally all
clothes,
look the same.
and they all look the same.
They have the padded butt.
Yeah, because there's a couple times I'm like, oh, okay, well, they're out in front of me, but that's all right because there's a nice view. Then I go past them. I'm like, oh my God, that's a guy.
As a dude. Yeah.
That's a dude.
Well, he had a
I'm going
padded.
to go home and I'm going to take a shower.
Yeah.
Um, Well, here's the thing. In the middle of the pack, there's almost always a bunch of kids. And they are dressed the same as all the adults. And it's like they're breeding the next generation of
Mhm.
narcissistic assholes,
On the road.
on the road.
It's happening
That's-
on the road. They're
it's-
born with a bicycle.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, they are. They're
It's like, all
I
right,
have a lot of anger towards the cyclists.
mhm.
I was traveling on a non-hilly road on actually one of our major roads during pretty prime traffic, and there was a cyclist just in the bike lane, and it was a lady, and so I was going through the light, and I was turning to go into a parking lot. There was another person who was turning into the parking lot right before me, so I was going with the flow of traffic. As soon as they were able to go and make the turn, I followed them and made the turn. I went and pulled in, stopped at my parking spot, got out of the car, and there was this fucking cyclist woman looking at me being like, do you know that I almost ran into you? And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, you turned and you cut me off and I almost ran into you. And I just wanted to let you know that you need to pay more attention because that is super dangerous and you could have killed me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I was driving. I was going with the flow of traffic. You know what? You have yourself a good day, ma'am. And she's like, well, you don't got to be rude. And I'm like, I'm not being rude, ma'am. I'm just trying to end the conversation and walk away. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to take down your license plate and I'm going to report you to the police. And I'm like, it's right there.
Mhm.
It's right there.
Self-entitled.
Sorry.
And then you
A
shot
little
her.
passionate.
Yeah, no, it's a real problem.
Then
It
I
is a
just-
real problem.
then
I
No,
feel like
Got it.
Steve hasn't had this issue.
Me?
Yeah.
well,
I did hit a guy one time.
Did you?
hit
Yeah.
on a guy.
Well, he was retarded.
Oh, okay. Then it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've
Um,
heard this story, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. So I was driving to work one day, and there was I was coming around a bend, and apparently there was a guy on a tricycle, and
The
he
three-wheeled bicycles.
So you hit a mentally challenged kid.
No, he was older than me, but he would ride that, and I'd seen him around before, and he always wears the helmet, and he just goes like nice and slow and just whatever, and he just ended up coming off the curb and ran into my tire, really.
Damn.
And so I was like, hey, and I was right across from the hospital, so I was like, oh, we'll just take you into the hospital, or we'll call an ambulance or whatever. I was like, don't move him, he's retarded,
Yeah.
And so
That's the protocol.
well, and I had to get to work too, and so I was like, all right, well, you good then? Like can we call the ambulance or whatever? He's like, no, whatever. I was like, look, he's got a helmet, he knows what he's doing. I don't know.
He had 3 wheels, not 2.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
now
you.
I understand what you're talking about.
Exactly. Like you're telling a story and it sounds like you're hollow and you're back here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just trying to not yell into the mic.
Oh yeah. No,
He
that's
was
fine.
very passionate.
Yeah. No, and yeah, so anyways, he ended up just not having a problem with it, but somebody else that had stopped had a problem with it, and they're like, well, you're just gonna leave? And I was like, what do you want me to do? I was like, what? I'm not gonna fix him.
Give
you
him
know?
mouth to mouth.
I guess. I don't know. But he wasn't like injured. It just
Stand still, sir.
he happened to hit my car, so I stopped.
Mhm.
I was checking my car. I wasn't worried about him as much.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You scuffed the paint.
But he hit your
How
car.
dare
Yeah.
you?
He scuffed on the rim. There was a scuff mark from the front wheel of his tire. So I don't know why he was careening off into the but he's just
Well-
lucky it's not a big 4x4 Ford truck or something.
Yeah,
that,
no shit.
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
no more helmet.
and,
Yeah.
and I just have to say, like, one of the biggest pet peeves of mine is cyclists, and I mentioned this, but they're on the line. And I'm
Mhm.
like, you have your own lane. Why are
Mhm.
you on the line?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they're
Well, that's
trying to
what
like trying to prove to themselves they can be on the line or whatever. But I'm like, you're making me swerve
Mhm.
around you, and there's oncoming traffic. Like, this is not good.
Well, and Roma, and then when there's only like 2 of them, they still, instead of being in line, riding in line,
Right, one behind the
they
other.
have to be next to each other, and they're usually talking. It's
Mhm.
like, what
Well,
the fuck?
you can get helmet
oh.
mics.
Oh,
That's the thing, because so motorcyclists, you have helmet mics. So like if you have multiple bikes or if you have a passenger behind you, because if
Right.
you're going fast, it's very
you can't-
loud.
Yeah, you can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything. If you have a helmet, especially if you have a face mask, you can't hear.
Right.
And so there's helmet mics that you actually put into your helmet, and then that way you can communicate. It's just a
Mhm.
walkie-talkie.
Mhm.
But it's like if you're going to be riding with somebody, like, and you have to talk while you're doing it, which I would be too out of shape to do that for sure.
Yeah.
Get a fucking helmet mic
Or listen to a podcast. How
or
about
listen
that?
to a podcast.
Yeah.
Talk back
Like
to the
The
podcast.
Sensible Sociopath podcast.
I mean, you know.
Exactly.
Of all podcasts.
We're the most pro cycling podcast.
I can't tell you how many
Yes,
times I fucking talk out loud to podcasts.
Actually, we only like bicyclists. Those tricyclists,
We hit them with our cars.
exactly.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh,
especially
duh.
if I'm listening.
I'm old. I'm infirm.
It's especially if I'm listening to a podcast and they're having a hard time recalling a word. I'm like, ah, you know, like,
Oh, yeah.
I have the hardest time recalling words in everyday life. But if somebody else is trying to recall a word, I know it instantly.
Oh, yeah. And you're all smug about it.
Yeah, and
shitty.
you're like, what are you
Yeah,
fucking dumb?
you
Like,
fucking retard.
Apropos.
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with you? It's apropos for crying out loud.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Steve, you had us try different kinds of pizza.
Mhm.
I brought stuff for us to try as well.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
And so
I
what's
forgot about that.
people's verdict on it?
So I
Little
think
Caesars was better.
I think
Little
it was.
Caesar was better.
Mhm. I think-
Obviously,
I think it's definitive. We went head to head, straight up.
what do you think,
I
Brian?
I really like the Little Caesars, and
Mhm.
if you really
God, I'm
want,
frozen again.
if you really wanted to spice it up or whatever, you can add your own toppings, your own spices to whatever degree you want.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Little Caesars.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's true too.
And especially for
Um,
$6. I mean, how much was that
yeah.
of the pizza? It had to be 20.
Yeah, I think the total came out to like 25 or something, 20
Mhm.
something. I think I did a $2 tip, so it was like 27. And that's for a small pizza too. I mean, it was a 12-inch to share, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was going to say usually 12 inches is enough to share.
Yeah.
I would
That's just a single serving,
agree
I
with
say.
that.
If you're not sharing with a 12-inch, there's something wrong.
Yeah, it's
Well-
personal.
That's why I'm wearing a penal pump.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why everything.
I've only got 10 more inches to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I wouldn't say that the vacuum jar is
I mean,
full.
honestly, it's not
Yet.
it's not the length, it's the girth.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, I mean, 2 inches isn't great though, Roma. I mean, no
I
matter
guess
if it's
that's true.
because that would be like a tuna can.
well,
you know, if you really.
well, I'm hung like a stubby pencil then.
Yeah. Yeah, or like a Vienna sausages. It's just like
Oh.
like
God,
I
this much
wish.
head.
Oh,
You know?
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
Well,
Whoa.
I meant the can, not
Oh,
not the
okay.
individual.
Oh, I was talking about the individual.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. You're like, whoa.
Okay,
Oh.
so I have several things.
Yeah.
They are of the sublimated variety.
Uh-huh.
Call back to the. I even have sublimated Skittles.
Oh shit.
Call back.
I'm into that.
So I've got sublimated ice cream sandwich,
I don't
Okay.
know what sublimated means.
freeze dried.
Oh, why didn't you just say fucking freeze dried?
Because
Not-
Steve got
not-
all fancy
not
and
all of
said
us-
it was sublimated.
Not
Mhm.
all of us went to
Long
high
ago.
school.
Mhm.
I barely made it through high school.
Yeah, it's a chemistry term where basically all the water evaporates out of something.
So
Um,
I've got several things. I've got ice cream sandwiches. I've
Mhm.
got strawberries, pineapples, blackberries.
Let me just say right now, what I like about it is you just handed me part of an ice cream sandwich, and I grabbed it with my bare hands, and there was no mess. The you know
Yeah.
how like usually the ice cream
Mhm.
sandwich will stick to your fingers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Are these for like backpackers
yeah. You can do that.
hiking?
You
and
just add
backpack-
water to them, add lake water to them, pond water,
It's from the puddle, Steve. You
Yeah.
just add it from the puddle.
river water, lake water. All right. So Brian just dismantles it.
I mean,
He doesn't try it. He just takes it apart.
Dissecting is a different part of school.
Mm-hmm. It almost looks like coconut now. Right. You could probably trick someone and tell them you're eating delicious
Coconut.
I
coconut
put
that's
that-
good for you.
You got some ice cream sandwich, and I've also got fruit as well. I've got blackberries, raspberries, pineapple,
I'm excited about this.
and strawberries. I have flavored marshmallows as well as Skittles.
I have some coconut.
I'm
You have some
shocked.
Coke in it?
Yeah, he's just cutting
Oh,
it up
hey.
into lines.
Oh, nice.
I'm shocked by how much an ice cream sandwich that is sublimated is like a it's like an Oreo, really, or it's more like a Hydrox. I would
It
say.
literally tastes like an Oreo.
Yeah,
I have
it tastes like an off-brand though. It's not
I
quite.
have freeze-dried Oreos.
Well, and it almost has a you're almost
That's good.
Sorry, am I crunching?
yes, very much mute.
It's delicious though.
All right. But it's I bet you that the Oreo doesn't taste like an Oreo though. That's my prediction.
It probably tastes like an ice cream sandwich.
So
That would
how
be
do
very
they
interesting.
freeze dry? So is freeze drying? It's actually like
Yeah.
cold, right?
You freeze it to the point in which all the moisture is frozen, and then it's heated up, and all of the moisture is then evaporated out of it, and then it's just preserved.
Okay, so I have a friend that freeze dries candy and other things and like sells it, and this is by far the best freeze dried anything I've ever had.
It's
Well-
just simple ice cream sandwich from Fred Meyer.
Yeah.
Dude, it's legit.
Did you make it yourself?
I helped.
Oh.
Okay. And
Wow.
what sort of apparatus do you need to freeze dry?
Freeze dryer and
Okay.
and a pump that goes with it. Would you
Oh.
like a freeze dried Oreo?
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
you evacuate it? You create a vacuum on it?
Yeah, like
Okay.
it gets vacuum sealed
Oh.
and then frozen.
Because you just said you freeze it and then you heat it up
And
and
then
then
you
all the
freeze it
stuff.
again.
Yeah.
It's in a chamber.
Okay. That's
It's
a
in
big
chamber.
part of it.
Yeah, no, it's
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so cool, Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
I
Well,
feel
For joining
like-
us.
why don't the
This Oreo is literally the same as regular Oreo.
I know it totally is. That's the best part is that an Oreo is still just an
It's
Oreo.
literally an Oreo.
It's no different.
I mean,
Are
I
you
guess
sure this is freeze dried?
I pulled it pulled it out of the machine myself.
That's cool.
Did you forget to turn it on?
Mm.
Because it's pretty damn close.
It's literally the same.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what, Dan? Can I ask you a question? Now that we're into like higher learning stuff and education and
I want a sublimated Skittle. Continue, Brian.
Yeah.
There are also
I forgot what I was going to say. No, I just
flavored marshmallows.
Oh, these are marshmallows?
And Skittles, yes.
So, Brian, go ahead.
Higher learning.
Oh yes. Do you know what quantum entanglement is?
Kind of.
Vaguely.
No.
I'm not sure.
It's a real thing.
I know.
I'm not making this up.
I know it is.
I've never accused you.
Oh.
Okay,
Ever.
but wait, I want
Stop
to make
accusing me.
I want to make a
Your
comment.
your eyes are accusing me.
Yeah.
I want to
It's
make
a
a
little-
comment.
Okay, make a
Accusatory.
comment.
These okay, wait. I just had a Skittle that wasn't hard or like freeze dried, but these marshmallows are like the same marshmallows you would get in like Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Or the
Ooh.
milk, what's it? The hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, Brian, go on about quantum entanglement.
I'm eating my frozen Oreo,
Mm-hmm.
but
Which is much like a regular Oreo.
Literally the same.
it tastes exactly the same.
Mhm.
Anyway, quantum entanglement is when an atom is split into two different parts, and one can go off to the universe in this direction. The other part of that atom could go off into this part of the universe.
Hmm.
And no matter how far a distance they are, whatever happens to one atom,
Mm-hmm.
the other one will fill it, and vice versa.
Okay.
It's quantum entanglement, and it's kind of like that identical twin type of thing.
Okay.
But this, they've actually proven scientifically, quantum entanglement is what it's called.
I've heard of it where they had like particles in the particle accelerator, and they were like, I don't know, they track the position of them and things.
Is this from Star Trek, or are you making
No,
this up? Is
no.
this real?
It's
Okay.
real, yeah. Mhm.
Because I can't tell.
No. And as a scientist, I
Well,
only take
from one
evidence.
scientist to another
Yeah, exactly.
scientist. Yeah.
Yes, of course. And they would have like a particle in the accelerator, and then it would disappear. It
Mhm.
would show up in two places at once, and it was like when it was showing up in two places at once, and they did it, I think, where it was in somehow they got it to happen in two particle accelerators like across the globe. Like they did
What?
something to one, and like they changed the spin of it, and then it changed in the other one.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what quantum entanglement is.
Yeah,
And so basically what the basis of this
I
is
still have it. Yeah.
is that if there was intelligent life in one part of the universe and they had spawned or seeded another planet,
Mm-hmm.
that they would still be able to communicate
Yeah.
without actually having to physically be there.
Yeah.
They could do that because of this theory of quantum entanglement.
No radio waves, so you
Right.
don't have to wait for a signal to get there.
It's instantaneous.
Yeah,
That's
interesting.
fantastic.
I thought of
So
that when I
you're
took
just
this
saying,
bite
like-
of this. This all came to me when I ate this magic freeze-dried food.
So what you're saying is they could have a fleshlight on one side,
Hmm
and then they could have a Sibian on the other side,
hmm
and like you could just like stay in contact with your girlfriend or whatever.
Yes, Steve.
Yeah, in
yes,
theory you
do
could.
that, yes.
Wow, that is.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could actually.
You know, the world's really advanced.
Yeah.
Man,
Truly a time of miracles.
I actually prepared a little something myself, if that's all right. Besides the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about out of time, but go for it, Dan.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
be
150, so we can go a little over. And Brian's here.
yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
So once again, congratulations, episode 150.
150.
Yeah,
Yee-hoo.
back to the beginning, to the current, and everything. So
And the future, goddammit.
absolutely. Steve and Roma, you have let me become a part of something amazing you've brought to the world, from dog condoms to vampires to the metaverse to flat and hollow earth, deep belly laughs to different types of bourbon. The Hot Ones lineup, Spicy Licks with Lil Sleepy, the Pocky Chip and Nitro Bears to Sandwich Tangents and 6 sound drops. You got me to try things I'd never normally eat. You invited me to step out of my comfort zone. You allowed me to share my stories even though I'm exhaustingly thorough and detailed. Thank you from the bottom of my guts. I love the show. I love you both. Steve, happy unbirthday. Congratulations on 150 episodes.
Thank you.
Oh, I
Yes.
love
that's
it.
very nice.
That was
very
so
good.
sweet.
Very nice, Dan.
I tried
Yeah.
to make it fast because...
No, that's awesome. That was a perfect.
I also wrote something too. That's
Oh,
kind of
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Do I need to
So,
pick this one?
Roe versus
Yes.
Wade.
yeah,
Go.
no,
Yeah.
and you know
Gun
what?
rights. Hey, guys.
And you know what we were just talking about?
Uh,
This is going to blow your guys' mind.
okay.
I'm excited.
I'm going to let Dan read the title of what it is and tell me if this is not weird, what we're just talking about.
Okay.
It's at the top right here. What's it say?
It says UFOs. Really?
Yes.
Like ...
Okay.
With the,
Just real quick,
Mhm.
Okay.
because not everybody believes in UFOs, but I was watching a show the other day on TV, which it probably mostly is true because it's on TV. But
True TV.
no, and
True
these peop-
TV, yeah.
Impractical Joker.
these,
Shout
peop-
out.
these people were looking at this cloud and they're like, well, it doesn't look like a real cloud. It looks like a UFO disguised as a cloud. And I was like,
I hate those clouds.
Yeah.
and I was thinking to myself, wait a minute. If you really think that an alien race that has the technology, which is probably millions and millions of years advanced
Mhm.
from us, have to come through all these universes and galaxies to get here and then disguise their ship as a cloud,
Mhm.
you're a fucking moron.
Mhm.
That's all I got.
All right. All right.
I like it.
Respect.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
No.
And, but it may not have been technology that turned them into a cloud. It might have been technology that just, they could adapt to the situation. Like the Predator, how you could see behind what was behind them, not to catch a predator. Oh, Roma has them all over there. Damn it.
Wait.
To catch a predator, Roma.
Let's see.
It's in the middle white keys.
Chris Hansen.
I'll just be your secret lover.
There you go.
There
Not to
you
catch a
Feel
predator,
really good for you.
but actual predator.
Because older guys are better.
Thank you.
Not quite the same, but
Yeah.
Throwbacks.
But so it could just be that thing projecting it forward because maybe there's some weird looking cloud behind it that looks like a UFO ship. And that's just inconvenience. That's just unfortunate.
yes.
Mhm.
They don't know how UFO cloud ships look. They're just doing the
Mhm.
best they can. They go to a lot of different
Mm.
worlds.
Mm.
Like, have they ever seen a palm tree? Probably not. Cut them a break.
And then the same people, well, maybe not the same people, but like the same class of people. Not that I want to be,
Wow. Way to
Sounds
be
weird.
classes.
Mhm.
well, they seen this like creature on these people's roof line, and they're like, "Oh, it's an alien."
Mhm.
And then the other was like, "Yeah, he probably got left here by mistake. He's probably been hiding in their attic for 25 years." And I'm thinking, no, that's a movie called E.T.
Mhm.
that got accidentally left here. That's a movie from like the 80s.
Yeah.
Because do you really think that if they have that technology that they can come to this
Mhm.
planet and not look like a cloud,
Mhm.
they're going to accidentally leave somebody here?
So
I
do you
mean-
not believe in aliens or UFOs at all?
No, I
You're not
totally
saying
believe.
that.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Why,
I
you-
know, just curious.
Roma's going to kick you off the show. She's going to blur your
No.
face.
No, I want to believe.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, that's it. Brian, thanks for being on.
Yeah.
It was good to have you
Truth
back.
is out there, bitch. Well, and I think with that one, they could have just left the shittiest alien behind. You
That's
know?
true.
You know,
It's-
maybe he.
Hey, you guys ever watched Rick and Morty?
Absolutely.
Where there's like multiverses and there's all these different Ricks and Mortys and there's the like retarded Rick that's got like the buck teeth and he eats his own
Doofus
shit.
Rick.
Yeah, doofus Rick, and he's got a bowl cut and yeah.
Mhm.
It might have been just an alien bad first date. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you. You're getting off at Earth. I'm not fucking taking you home.
Yeah.
I just said I
It's
had
that
to
bad.
pee. What happened?
Instead of Tinder, it's called Encounter. It's an app you can get on.
Of the
with
last
an,
kind.
with an
Yeah.
spelled with an I.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, we're at the end of the show.
Encounter.
Dan,
Superfan Dan, take it away for 150.
Okay, so you can find all of our wonderful and glorious merch at thesensiblesociopathpodcast.com, all one word. You can get your Charlie Cat mugs, Send socks, your Alpha, Beta, Charlie shirts, all different colors and sizes. It's getting to be hoodie weather coming up here soon.
Yeah.
Get your hoodies soon. And, actually, no, you should get them now. Don't get them soon. Get them now.
Exactly.
Buy our merch.
We'll drop ship it right to you.
And we've got all different colors and sizes. Please join us at the sensiblesociopathpodcast.com.
Yes, and we're available on all major podcasting platforms. Right here, you can subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends.
give us 5-star reviews.
Yes, on Apple Podcasts and
Whatever
I don't think
else,
Spotify. You
yeah.
can. Whatever it does, just give us a positive review.
With Spotify, you just click the little green check mark and you add it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So add us,
Yeah.
shitbags.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah, and we want to thank everybody for joining in today and watching the show. We are very grateful for all of your
150.
patronage.
Woot,
Yes.
Yay!
So here's to another 150 more. Hopefully Brian will be back soon. We hope.
Yes.
Excellent. We are very happy and thank you for joining us for 150, Brian.
Very happy to be here. Thank you, guys.
Pleasure to meet you, Brian.
You too, Dan.
We're gonna play us on out, and we do have some very exciting stuff coming up in the near future. So you're gonna want to keep watching. Show up back next week.
Next week,
it
right?
Should be
We
something.
I think we're gonna have a Chaz
another-
of the Dead.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Chaz of the Dead's coming?
Yep, so we're gonna have Chaz back
Mm-hmm.
on. He's got a new book out, so go be sure to check that out. And
Mm-hmm.
there's some other really cool things in the work that he's doing. Something about buying a piece of property that may or may not be haunted.
Awesome.
So yeah, definitely check that out if you're into that kind of thing. And even if you're not, still check it out. So
Yeah. So we'll see you next week, everyone.
all right, sounds good. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Best podcast in the world.
The world would not be the same.
I like it.
No wonder my anxiety's so high.
Few people laughed. Few people cried.
Oh, what's in the box?
Most people were silent.
And that was it.
Now I am become death,
Sounds like a bad time.
the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, so this doesn't seem like a great idea to me.
I suppose we all thought that, one way or another.
You didn't tell me any of that. That's crazy.
Well, Rama, when you're a hero, you don't tell everyone until you're on your podcast.
I'm about to hear some shit.
We all need to laugh.
I think just sitting down and, listening to
The Sensible Sociopath. This is the shit you're supposed to be watching.
Gen X is gonna love it. Millennials are gonna be like, I'm offended.
You have offended me.
Also, my dog has a giant dick.
Oh my god, that's enormous.
I love it.
It's still a racist dog whistle.
Where you kind of have like a rotating cast of characters.
We're talking baby seals, eagles, wolves.
I'm just glad we're not going to have to eat with racism anymore.
It's worse than the butthole.
We're technically considered propaganda.
It is very contagious.
I think we really need to talk about environmentalism.
Like, are they studying pine cones?
Make yourself a nice stingray omelet. That's how Steve Irwin died. Cholesterol.
It's fucking delicious.
His father had ended up killing his mother and committing suicide.
In that order?
That's diabolical. I like it.
They had an apple gun where you could shoot Bigfoot.
Has she always been retarded?
I mean, she could have had a head injury.
You don't know anything about tartar sauce.
He had picked up a 400-pound statue and was like walking around with it.
Was the statue racist?
I'd like to think so.
It's like how they invented bacon and avocado to make a turkey sandwich tolerable.
I have a fear of fire.
Like a werewolf? Daniel, you've been our greatest viewer. Well, Daniel and Sarah and Katrina.
Daniel!